Right now at 11, President Trump does a 180 on his plans to deploy National Guard troops to Portland, why he's touting his efforts as a success and how local leaders are once again pushing back. Plus,
that reckless decision had real-world consequences.
It's a case prosecutors say will stick with them forever, why they say the tragedy of a man who murdered the mother of his children could have been prevented. And later,
there's some pomp and circumstance, there's some different fanfare. Ultimately, the game's the same.
From the gridiron to giving back, we're on the ground and the beach in Miami as the Ducks try to catch some shut-eye with just 10 hours until Orange Bowl kickoff. Good evening, everyone. David Molko with you on this New Year's Eve as we take a live look over Pioneer Courthouse Square, where the party got started early in downtown Portland and the festivities are in full swing. We have live team coverage tonight as the Northwest prepares to welcome 2026. Corey Johnson keeping an eye on your forecast, staying dry so far. But first to John Adams, live in Portland's living room. Happy New Year, John.
David, happy New Year's Eve to you, and thousands of people have come down to Pioneer Courthouse Square to celebrate the new year with family and friends and to take in the drone show and the dance party and everything else like that. I also spoke with people about their New Year's resolutions.
Happy New Year!
Portlanders young and old spent the last evening of 2025 celebrating at Pioneer Square.
This is just such a great environment, and I feel the energy, so it's fantastic.
The event, a perfect time to reflect on the year that was and what's to come.
We've been having a tough year in Portland and our whole country, and so just have people come out and say, downtown Portland is a great place to be, and we have a really strong community, and that's worth celebrating.
The highlight of the evening thus far, the dazzling show put on by 250 drones hovering high over the city. And for some, love was in the air.
It is our 1 year anniversary of our engagement,
which happened right here at the square.
We're looking forward to some new adventures and new fun times together, for sure. We have got some trips planned, and it should be a good new year.
And as far as their hopes, wishes, or resolutions for a brand new year,
just stay healthy and be thankful for whatever thing is coming up.
Keep a positive mindset, keep a positive attitude, and try and befriend new people.
To keep loving my wife of 20 years, who I met on New Year's Eve 22 years ago, who I asked to marry me 21 years ago, who is still married to me for 20 years.
What a story. Well, David, the dance party is continuing on right now, and at 11:50, the second drone event will take place, counting down until the new year. But the vibes are high out here right now at Pioneer Square. David, back to you.
Yeah, it's definitely feel good and great to see so many people downtown. Appreciate it, John. Stand by for us. I want to bring in Corey here. Corey, happy New Year to you. Glad it's staying dry tonight. How's the first day of 2026 looking?
Yes, Happy New Year, David. Honestly, we couldn't usher in a new year in a better fashion. It's going to be calm, it's going to be dry through the evening and into tomorrow. Taking a look at our Rose City camera right now, sitting at 39 degrees, very calm. Temperature-wise, it is chilly. We're going to get down to about 38 degrees. It's 39 right now currently in Portland, so grab a jacket if you want to go outside and celebrate. 31 in Kelso, 28 in the Dalles, 26 in Pendleton, and 34 right now in Salem. Taking a look out in Vancouver, the Springs at the waterfront, it's also sitting at 34 degrees right now, and also near the coast, a similar story in Lincoln City. Our Chinookwan's Casino camera sitting at 42 degrees. So taking a look throughout the next several hours, we are going to see that cloud cover increase, and over the next several hours into Thursday morning, that's when the rain starts to come in, becomes a little bit more widespread as we get into the later part of January 1st. We'll break down the timing of everything coming up.
Hard to believe you just flipped the calendar just like that. Thanks, Corey. All right, it's hiding right behind the banner there, but the 2026 came on with that. An estimated 1 million people in Times Square said hello to a brand new year. The 122-year-old tradition attracts folks from all across the globe as they watch that iconic ball drop over the crossroads of the world on a chilly night, no less. I've done this once in person. I loved it. Once was enough. This year, the grand finale featured a pyro display set to a rendition of America the Beautiful by the late Ray Charles and a special confetti drop to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. All right, from the ball drop to the big cherry drop, a tradition in Milwaukee that is family friendly with the 7-foot lighted fruit lowered at 9 p.m. sharp, making sure the kids are home in time for bed. And if you're wondering why a cherry, well, it's to honor Chinese horticulturist Ah Bing, who originally cultivated the Bing cherry in what is now Milwaukee in the late 1800s. The event also included a lion dance and a tea ceremony. Well, happening now, one of the Emerald City's biggest parties of the year, New Year's at the Needle, is now underway. The show is considered the largest structurally launched fireworks display, but might be hard to catch tonight with the fog apparently moving in. The light shows are underway, but the big show starts right after this newscast at 11:30. That's when 500 drones will light up the sky, followed by more fireworks at midnight.
We love to celebrate culture here in Puget Sound, and this is probably the biggest celebration we do all year. So to see that come to life, see it on TV, share it with all of our viewers, it's what it's all about.
Well, let's hope we can see it, right? You can watch New Year's at the Needle live here on KGW or on our free TV streaming app, KGW+. A safety reminder now, personal fireworks are illegal in cities like Portland and Vancouver, and fire officials are asking your help to report them online. Now, here's why. Between June 23rd and July 6th of this year, there were 27 fires caused by fireworks in the city of Portland alone, 2 of which were structure fires. Now, fireworks have also significantly injured or disfigured people. Rick Graves of the Portland Fire and Rescue says every tip helps.
So you are, in fact, moving our community away from the usage of fireworks, because we will utilize that information on how to go back and track down and investigate if something happens.
Officials say they want you to report them online and not to call 911 unless someone is hurt or something is on fire. You can find this under the 311 section on the city's website under Report Fireworks. Another concern tonight, impaired driving, and federal officials say drunk driving deaths more than double on New Year's Eve. To help keep that number as low as possible, TriMet's offering free rides and extending several routes in the early hours of the morning. Portland Streetcar and C-Tran are also offering free rides. PBOT's rideshare voucher program is also back, offering $10 off any Uber or Lyft rides within city limits. In an update this evening, President Trump is dropping his push, he says, to deploy National Guard troops to Portland and other American cities, a decision that comes after judges blocked the move. On Truth Social, the president writing, quote, "We are removing the National Guard from Chicago, Los Angeles, and Portland, despite the fact that crime has been greatly reduced by having these great patriots in those cities, and only by that fact," end quote. He goes on to write, Portland, Los Angeles, and Chicago were gone if it weren't for the federal government stepping in. Okay, keep in mind here, the National Guard never patrolled the streets of Portland. Their only mission was to protect the ice facility on the south waterfront. And after an initial day where just a handful of troops were sent to the building, there was never any Guard presence as this all played out in federal court. Right now, 100 Oregon Guard troops remain in limbo at local training facilities, with tonight the governor's office saying she has yet to receive a demobilization order. This evening, Portland's mayor also countering the president's claim, saying, quote, "Portland's substantial reduction in crime and violence is credited entirely to the hard work of the Portland Police Bureau, Office of Violence Prevention, innovative public safety programs, and community leaders across the city," end quote. To get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now, the Multnomah County DA says the 2022 murder of a Portland woman by her husband could have been prevented. This week, Mohammed Adan was sentenced to life in prison after he admitted to killing Rachel Abraham in front of their 3 young daughters. This is a case we reported extensively on. The DA's office says Adan had a documented history of domestic violence, but was released from jail with the help of an advocate group, the Portland Freedom Fund.
This never should have happened. Mohammed Adan should not have been out of custody. He should not have had the opportunity to hurt, to terrorize, to frighten, to intimidate, or to brutally murder Rachel Abraham.
The DA is now pushing for changes to bail laws to prevent this from happening again. KGW's reached out to the Freedom Fund for comment. If you or someone you know has experienced domestic violence, by the way, you can call the domestic violence hotline 24/7. It is 800-799-SAFE, or text the word START to 88788. Well, less than 2 weeks after announcing a plan to close its Old Town location, Dead Stock Coffee says it's found a new space inside the nearby Hoxton Hotel. The sneaker-themed coffee shop opened a decade ago on Northwest Cooch and 4th. The opening of its new location is now set sometime for March. And monthly bills for Pacific Power customers are set to decrease in the new year. The average homeowner will see about a $1 drop per month. It's not a typo, it's going down. It's because of an adjustment in expected power source costs. More rate changes could be coming in April.